Hello YouTube, eBay Top Dog here, and in today's video we're going to be showing you guys kind of a strategy to find some different eBay products to sell, how to drop ship on eBay with zero risk of you getting stuck with bad inventory, and without the long shipping times that come with trying to drop ship things from AliExpress or DHgate or 1688. So what we're going to be talking about today is drop shipping t-shirts from Printful to eBay. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys where you can get some free images, a site like Pixabay, but there's plenty of others. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make your own t-shirts. And then as far as actually selling these t-shirts on eBay, you can actually manually fulfill your orders, meaning when a sale happens on eBay, you go over to Printful and order the shirt, plug in the customer shipping address, and ship it to them. Or you can have everything set up on autopilot, and essentially when an order comes in, Printful knows an order comes in. Printful is automatically going to start printing that shirt. They're going to ship it out to the customer. They're going to update the tracking number for you on eBay. So this is going to be completely hands-off for you if you want it to be. Although I would recommend when you're first starting out, do it manually. It's going to be a little bit less complicated. Learn the process. One other thing I want to mention about Printful. Printful does have a ton of integrations. They integrate into Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce, Squarespace, StoreEnvy, BigCommerce, Gumroad, Big Cartel, Amazon, all these different platforms. The one thing with eBay, there's a little bit more of a workaround to do it with eBay. To do this with eBay, you're going to have to do kind of a work through with ShipStation. It's not super complicated to set up, but a little bit harder when you first start out. You're not going to be selling a ton of shirts. It's only going to take you about 2 minutes to manually fulfill an order. So I would suggest just keeping it manual at first until you start selling maybe a couple shirts a day and it becomes worthwhile to automate the process. There are other sites like this that you can use besides Printful. There's one called Printify that's slightly cheaper. You have PrintAura. There's another site called Customcat. Customcat is actually well known for their $6 Gildan 200 t-shirt. It's not the best quality t-shirt. It's pretty thick. It's kind of scratchy. It's not the nicest t-shirt, but at $6 for kind of a novelty t-shirt, it's a cheap t-shirt and it gives you a lot better margins. Printful, for example, it does get kind of expensive. I think Printful's basic tee costs about $10, which with the $5 shipping and fulfillment costs, it's going to bring you up to $15. I personally prefer using Bella plus Canva. Bella plus Canva shirts are very nice, very high quality shirts. They sell for $12.95. With the $5 shipping, it brings you up to $17.95. So you're essentially at $18. That is a little bit of a high price for a t-shirt. Kind of the idea behind this concept is if these t-shirts do wind up selling, eventually you would go buy blank shirts, get them printed yourself. At that point, you know what colors sell, what sizes sell, what designs sell. It's pretty risk-free to buy them. And instead of having an $18 base price, you might be at a $6 base price, leaving a lot better room as margins. So, but still, there's plenty of people selling t-shirts for $24.95. I personally think it's kind of crazy to sell a t-shirt for $30 or $35, but people do it. If you have a unique design, people will pay it. Etsy can also be a good marketplace for this as well. People tend to pay a little bit more for stuff on Etsy, just because it's viewed as a little bit higher. Essentially it's the same stuff being sold across eBay and Etsy, but I think people realize that Etsy is more artists. They want to support artists. Overall, the prices on Etsy tend to be a little bit higher, so people are willing to pay a little bit more on there. But yeah, so we're going to be using Printful. One other thing I wanted to add is there's a lot of different platform sites that you can sell t-shirts on. You have Amazon Merch, Redbubble, Teespring, Teechip, Spreadshirt, Zazzle, Society6. Each one of these t-shirt sites has kind of their own characteristics. So something like Redbubble, Society6, etc. People tend to like artsier t-shirts. So it's going to be more in-depth designs, more artsy stuff. On sites like Amazon and eBay, a lot of times just very basic text t-shirts sell, and quite honestly, that's what sells better. So I wouldn't spend a ton of time or energy creating like the coolest design. If you're a good designer, go for it. But the point I'm trying to make here is even if you're not a great graphic designer, don't feel like you have to outsource all of your work. You can actually make some very, very basic t-shirt designs yourself, and they tend to sell. So again, so basically what we're going to be doing, we're going to have a Printful account. When you have your Printful account, you can upload designs to here, and then you can order t-shirts and have them shipped wherever you want. We're also going to be using Pixabay. Pixabay is royalty-free stock images. You're always going to want to kind of test these and reverse Google image search them to make sure that they really don't belong to somebody. But let's say we wanted to make a shirt about mountain biking, and we're looking for an image. If we do a search for mountain biking on Pixabay, and then we go to transparent images. This way we'll only be seeing like vectors and things like that. And here's some images, of different vectors and mountain bikes and things like that. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to Canva. Now Canva is a free program. If you guys are online marketers, have an online store, I would definitely recommend everybody getting Canva. You can do a lot of really cool stuff with it. You can make, logos. You can make social media art. You can make presentations. You can do all types of stuff. And even if you're not a graphic designer, you can make some really, really nice looking stuff. So basically what we're going to do here, we're going to get, we'll go with this one. We'll say we're going to do BMX instead of mountain bike. So we're going to download this image. So the image has been downloaded. We're going to go over here. Okay, now we've uploaded this picture of the BMX bike handles. Now, we could even do something really simple and just, nothing else but the handles. I think that might be kind of a cool shirt. But, let's say we want to do something a little bit different. Let's see, maybe we'll get some text. And what do we want? Should we say BMX life, or we could say bike life or something like that? Change the font up. Now I'm not going to put in a ton of effort here into making the most awesome t-shirt. Basically, all I'm trying to do is just kind of show the overall concept and kind of how easy this is. If we wanted to, change the colors of this, we could do that. We could change it to blue. We could go up to the color wheel and add whatever color we want. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple and do black. Now, here's the one part where you may want to pay for Canva's professional version. Now, there's other programs where you can design t-shirts completely free. Lunapic, PicMonkey. There's some different phone apps that you can do. Here's the catch with Canva. With Canva, you can make any image you want for free. If you want to download them as clear background PNG images, you are going to have to pay for their professional service. It's about $11 a month. I mean, essentially, if you sell 1 or 2 t-shirts, it's pretty much paid for itself. But nonetheless, I realize some people are strapped for cash. Some people want to do things for free. So you can download this as a solid background image and then take this image over to another site like Lunapic or PicMonkey, and you can turn it into a clear background image there. That is going to add another step. It's going to add a little bit of time on, but if you want to save yourself $11 a month, you can do that. So what I'm going to do next is just click download. It's a PNG image. We're going to click clear background, and now it's going to download that image as a clear background. So basically, the reason we're wanting to do this is when we put this design on a t-shirt, we don't want a big white box around it, right? That would look silly, that would look out of place, that would be ugly. All we want is the image here in black. All we want is the handles and the words and nothing else. There is one more step. So one of the shortfalls of Canva, and this is kind of another one of those things where you got to do another step. Canva will only make images up to 4167 or up to 5,000 by 5,000. We have to keep the same ratio for t-shirts, so we'll want to do 4167 by 5,000. And then we're going to go to a site called resizeimage.net. Now, we're going to go over here, and we've uploaded the image to resizeimage.net. Again, this is a free site to use. When we say clear background, here's what we mean. We kind of have that checkered clear background behind here. The only thing that's going to show up on the site is going to be the BMX life here. We're going to go down here, and we had talked about the ratio, so 4167 by 5,000 can be upsized to 4500 by 5400. You lose a slight bit of image quality by doing this, but it's such a small, you're only marking it up 400 pixels, so it's really not going to affect the image negatively. We're going to click Resize Image. And we're going to download the image, and now we have a print-ready image. You could upload this to Amazon Merch, Redbubble, any site like that. Okay, now I didn't really want to dig into my Printful account because then I would be showing everybody all my designs, and people have a tendency of copying designs. But it's pretty simple. When you would go to your dashboard. You have a file. You have an artwork kind of file library. You're going to add this BMX Life web image or this BMX Life t-shirt image to your library, and then when somebody orders a product from you, you're just going to click create a new order. You create a new order for the shipping address, you put in your eBay customer's address, and this product is going to ship out to your eBay customer. Now, for any of you guys who've ever looked into or tried drop shipping from like AliExpress to eBay, the shipping times on AliExpress are insane, right? You're looking at like best case scenario, probably 17, 18 days. More often than not, it's going to be over a month, maybe even 45 to 60 days. Most eBay customers aren't going to wait for that. It's actually going to, that actually falls outside of eBay's terms of service. I believe you need to have items delivered within 30 days. I don't think I have ever had a Printful order not delivered in 7 days. In terms of some other sites that you can do this through, again, Printful is a good one. They have probably the best backend and the most integrations. There's another site called Printify, and Printify is rather than being one company, it's a collection of printers, so you can kind of shop around for the best rate. You have PrintAura, who's pretty cool. PrintAura allows you to do a lot of things, like if you want to do a custom tag on your shirt, if you want to include like a keychain or a business card or do a product insert, they'll do product inserts for you. And then you have Customcat. I'm not a huge fan of Customcat, but the one thing they do have going for them is that $6 Gildan t-shirt. I believe they charge $4 for shipping, so you're at $10 for a base price as opposed to $18 for a base price. So with something like Customcat, you could sell a shirt for $19.99. You're making almost $10 a shirt, and you have a shirt price for under $20. Whereas here, you know, even if we price a shirt at $24.95, which is a little bit steep, you're only making an $8 margin. So again, you know, what we're using here, we got Canva to make the image. You could also go to Fiverr and hire a Fiverr designer. We're using Pixabay, and there's a lot of other sites like this, Unsplash and a bunch of others, but I like how Pixabay allows you to do a clear background. And then here you can see the licensing type. So CCO, Creative Commons, free for commercial use. So sometimes they'll say, you know, it's free for you to use on your website, but not for commercial purposes. Whoever owns this image or created this image, they don't mind if we use it on items that we're going to resell or if we use it for profit. And then we're using Printful for the integration. So I realize I didn't go like fully into in-depth. I didn't want to turn this into like a 40-minute video. But if you guys have questions about this process, how to set things up, how it works, which printing company to use, or if you'd like me to make a follow-up video going into more detail on any one of these steps, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. I would be happy to make some follow-up videos or answer any questions that you guys have. And again, kind of the reason for this, why this is attractive, a lot of people don't know what products to sell. A lot of people are scared of shelling out money for inventory. A lot of people don't have money to shell out for inventory. So with this method, you're not going to be buying anything until you already have an order. So if somebody buys something from me, at that point I go over to Printful. It's only going to cost me $18 to get that order, and then I'm going to make the margin between $18 and whatever I sell it for. Again, Printful does offer some cheaper shirts. I personally prefer to go with the Bella Plus Canva. But yeah, I think this is a drop shipping method that's going to be a lot better than the AliExpress or even Walmart to eBay or whatever else. A lot of those other methods are getting way too saturated, way too competitive. One of the cool things about doing t-shirts is, yeah, there might be other people selling t-shirts, but only you are going to have the designs that you're doing. Only you maybe are going to be tackling the niches that you're tackling. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you on the next video.